motherfucker.
Welcome guys to another retro review. This time it's my retro review of the Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. If you haven't seen my review for the original Mission Impossible, link is down below in the description. Please watch that so you know my opinion on that. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get started with Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
The entire IMF has been disavowed. Now I've been ordered to take you to Washington, where they will hang the Kremlin bombing on you and your team, unless you were to escape after assaulting Brandt and me. But if any one of your team is caught, they will be branded terrorists, out to incite global nuclear war.
So what happens now?
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Now, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol is the fourth film in the franchise directed by Brad Bird. If you don't know who Brad Bird is, he directed The Incredibles, Ratatouille, he directed Tomorrowland after this, and it was really strange for him to go from Pixar to live action, but man, did it pay off, because I thought he did such a fantastic job. The thing I love about the Mission Impossible franchise, even though I'm not a huge fan of 2 and 3, I loved how they do different directors. They switch, because the first one was directed by Brian De Palma, the second one was directed by John Woo, the third one was directed by J.J. Abrams, and this one is directed by Brad Bird. The fifth one is directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who did The Usual Suspects. But anyway, back onto the review. I really love this movie even. I can't even say I like it. I love this movie so much. Not as much as the first one. The first one is still my favorite, I'm sorry to say, but there are so many great things in this movie. The direction, the Burj Khalifa sequence, of course. I love that sequence so much. The team, Jeremy Renner was surprisingly really good. Simon Pegg came back from the third one. He is fantastic in this movie. I thought he did great comic relief. Paula Patton was also really good. This team does such a good job with their dynamics, and I thought they did a great job at putting that into the movie. This is probably the most funnier one in the franchise so far, and I love that. Did you hear that? That was thunder. Holy crap, that scared me. I kind of peed myself a little bit. The action sequences are really cool in this movie. I mean, they did such a good job. The sandstorm sequence after the Burj Khalifa sequence is so greatly handled. They could have done it really wrong, and I thought they did such a fantastic job. However, this movie is not a flawless movie. It's not like the first Mission Impossible where I can't find that many problems with it. There are some problems. Number one, the villain. I really like the guy as an actor. I forgot what his name is. I can't really pronounce it, but he was also the villain in John Wick. He did a fantastic job in there. And for some reason, he's just kind of a generic bad guy in this movie. And I think that's really the main problem with the Mission Impossible franchise, is that there's not a lot of really good villains. I mean, yeah, sure, spoilers. John Voight in the first one turned out to become a villain, but there's really never been a great villain out there, except for maybe Philip Seymour Hoffman in the third one. And I'm not even a fan of the third one, like I said. But anyway, the villain just is kind of cookie cutter guy who just wants some missiles or whatever. I didn't really dig into him as a villain, so sadly I didn't really like him. Also, the ending. Alright, so this is going to be a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, please go see it. It's really good. Spoiler alert, you have been warned. Okay? Alright? Okay, alright. So in the ending, when Tom Cruise escapes from India and all that, he basically goes to Seattle. It turns out Jeremy Renner is really feeling guilty because he thought he was responsible for Tom Cruise's wife, Michelle Monaghan, who was in the third one. He thought he was responsible for her death, but then it turns out at the end she is still alive. And I just felt that the ending was just so tacked on. And I know Brad Bird said that he didn't want to do an Alien 3, which is kill off a lot of characters that really mattered and just never have them appear again. He really just didn't want to do that, and I completely understand, but I still felt the ending was just a bit tacked on, and I just didn't think it was quite necessary. But other than that, guys, I love this movie. It's such a good movie. It's definitely better than the second and third one. I definitely suggest this movie. I wouldn't say it's better than the first one. It's almost there. The first one's just a little bit better, but otherwise, guys, minus my problems, I'm going to give the film an A-.
Okay, now remember, blue is glue.
And when it's red?
Dead.
You're not gonna make it!
You're not helping.
So guys, please wait for my Mission Impossible Rogue Nation review. It should be up by Friday or Saturday. Also check out my Mission Impossible original review. Like I said in the beginning, the link is in the description down below. Also in the link description down below is my Facebook and Instagram pages. You can follow me on those. Like I said down below, share this video, comment, whatever you guys want to do. If you don't, no hard feelings. I just love that you want to watch this, and I will make more retro reviews in the beginning. I'm thinking about also doing some retro reviews on the Star Wars movies before Star Wars Force Awakens comes out in December. And I'm also going to do some retro reviews possibly on maybe a few Tarantino movies before The Hateful Eight comes out. And also maybe some really good M. Night Shyamalan movies, because The Visit comes out. I'm hoping it's good, but it's most likely not. But anyway, I will make more retro reviews in the future. I really love making this for you guys. I really appreciate it. And until the next time, I'll see you then.